how do we tend to our energy in the midst of trauma? And literally, as energy sensitives, we can be traumatized by witnessing someone else's trauma and feeling it in our own body through our nervous system, reading the energy of it. And there's a lot of trauma energy out there right now, whether it's in natural disasters that are affecting people, maybe you or people you love, or in war that you're seeing and going, I don't care what side you're on, war sucks, it's horrible, it's insane, it feels irrational and scary. So when we face these kinds of global traumas, as well as the individual ones, it's really important for us to tend to our energy field so that we don't get overwhelmed and not be able to take action to help ourselves and the people we love. And that to me means setting some protection. So the first thing I say, if something traumatic flashes up on a screen in front of me, that I immediately sort of notice myself contracting and going into a stress response, I always imagine or visualize a rose between me and that screen, me and that situation. And I imagine that rose is a protection rose. It's filtering out the energetic charge so that I can see it more clearly, and so that I can stay in my truth, in my groundedness, and not be altered by it. And that doesn't mean detached from it. I still get to see it and have my feelings and opinions and responses to it, but I'm more empowered to take action that's going to have a positive result if it doesn't distort my own nervous system's response and put me in a fear or trauma state. So that's my tip for you this Tune In Tuesday. With all the trauma that we're seeing around us in the world, I just invite you to use that simple tool when you're faced with a traumatic situation, whether it's personal or collective. Imagine a protection rose between you and whatever you're experiencing, and invite that protection rose to be a filter of the energy and hold space for your vibration, your positive intent, your love, your power. And a second step is to also be really grounded. So really invest in your groundedness, your connection to having a foundation that supports you and can release things that are not in your highest good, that get into your energy field. And that, as I've said over and over again, is by imagining you have a grounding cord. It could be an animal tail, it could be a tree trunk, a column of marble, a beam of light, connected to the base of your tailbone, going down into the earth, below the earth's surface, and anchoring in. Set it to full release, so anything that's not serving you can release down it, and it provides you a stable foundation to keep you from being knocked off center by all of this traumatic energy in the world.